Hey people, welcome to the channel, and as you know, what we do here is survival and preparedness, and sometimes people get confused as of, why are you talking about politics? Shouldn't you do a video on how to start a fire with a couple sticks? Well, that's awesome, that's a lot of fun, but it's really nowhere near as important as this other stuff that I'm going through in terms of economics, of politics, of healthcare, of what should you be doing so as to keep yourself and your family safe? What are the greatest threats you face? What are the risks that you're taking maybe without even realizing it? And this is a perfect example of just that. Folks, if you want to do this for real, prepare this for real, you have the channel with a ton of information. I always recommend my books as well. Surviving the Economic Collapse, which is something that everyone can use given what's happening all over the world, no matter where you are, as well as Street Survival Skills, also something that's happening all over the world, no matter where you are, with more violence, more uncertainty when out there in the streets. You'll have my books in Amazon, and the links there below. If you have it available in your country, Amazon is the way to go. Free shipping and so on. In this case, this is unfortunately the best example of what I mean with all of what I just said, in terms of how these things affect you. When you go and vote, if money is procured so as to put illegal immigrants in five-star hotels and castles and get them free healthcare, private healthcare in UK, and not financing the healthcare you and your child needs, well, these are the things that end up happening. Our one-year-old daughter collapsed while playing with her brothers on holiday and is now in hospital fighting for her life, but the British government says it can't afford to help us. Right, so this little girl, little baby, actually, in a hospital, the UK government said, no. Remember how after Brexit we would have a bunch of big old money? We would have more money than ever. Everything would be awesome. But then, in fact, it turned out we were bullshitting, and that was not going to happen. In fact, we will have a lot less money than before, and it will show that we have a lot less money than before. And not only that, but we will also work our magic so as to have our population change and become a little bit more like Afghanistan and less like Harry Potter, the first movies, right? Okay, that's what ends up happening. It also speaks of what you do with your time, where you spend your money, and where you go on holidays. I would never go to Mexico. I mean, I have a lot of great Mexican friends, wonderful people, and everything. I would not go to Mexico. Mexico has a fucking horrible reputation in how they treat tourists and people that are not local when it comes to medical emergencies. And this is something I recommend people when I do consulting with. Oh, Fernando, I really want to go live to Mexico. No, but I'm Mexican. I've lived there my entire life, and I'm just thinking of Okay, dude, you're Mexican? Go back to Mexico. Awesome. Oh, no, I'm American, and I think it's going to be wonderful, so much better than where No. It happens even for tourists. It's not about, it's for tourists, this thing of they don't want to take you. This little girl jumped between 3 different hospitals until she was finally accepted. Amara has been left heartbroken after she was told to stump 110,000 pounds for medical repatriation after her toddler daughter suffered a horrible brain hemorrhage while holidays in Mexico. Natasha Sargent's daughter, Sienna Rose from Coxtex, Liverpool, who was just 19 months, dear God, suffered a brain hemorrhage and swelling while on holidays in Cancun. The toddler suddenly collapsed while playing with brothers, received life-saving surgery to remove a blood. Oh, so she got the surgery. Well, not so quick. She was rushed to 3 different hospitals before being accepted for treatment, during which she vomited about 50 times. 3 different hospitals until she received treatment. Not 1, not 2, 3 different hospitals with something. You don't know. If this had been quicker, probably she could be better. I have no idea. But I do know that Mexico sucks when it comes to healthcare, and they are actually downright perverse when it comes to denying emergency healthcare to tourists. This has happened a number of times with people from Argentina, from the United States, from anywhere. They just have, it's in the culture. It's in the way of, yeah, screw you, now you need us. Okay. And I don't recommend it. I don't recommend going to Mexico. I don't recommend living in Mexico unless it's really something specific sort of thing, someone that is Mexican to begin with, okay, and you want to go there because of family, all right, But if not, no way in hell. So it's everything. You see how it's everything. It's about the UK government just screwing people when it comes to medical emergencies, as they always do. Even if you are in UK and you want to go somewhere else to have your life saved by medical treatment in other countries, like it has happened in the case of that little girl going to Italy, which they just denied time and again. And when she finally went there, her life was saved, even though they had said it would not happen, it could not be done. It could. They just didn't want to pay for it, which is unfortunately the case here too. All right, guys, subscribe to the channel, books there in the links below. Do this. Prepare for real, for the real world, not for the fantasy. These sort of things, these medical emergencies are far more common than the guy stranded in the middle of the Amazon jungle, which you read about every 5 years or so, one case. All right, see you next time. Take care.